in the 1688 to 1689. Chapter 2. From the Tudor period to the end of the Napoleonic Wars. The Tudor period can be regarded as the beginning of modern time, an absolute monarchy, and the national church controlled by the state were established, and the English laid the foundation for its maritime supremacy. But the temporary balance of power that marked the period collapsed in the Stuart era, and the conflict between the Crown and Parliament resulted in the Civil War. The principles of constitutional monarchy were laid in the 1688 to 1689. In the 8th century, Britain became a great maritime, trading and financial power as a result of successful wars with France and the Industrial Revolution. The Tudor period from 1485 to 1603. Henry VII from 1485 to 1509 made use of the situation after the end of the War of the Roses to establish an absolute monarchy. He created a new nobility from the upper middle class. The new noblemen were entrusted with state offices, especially in the Privy Council, the predecessor of the modern cabinet, and in the prerogative courts Henry had set up. He avoided military conflicts, but protected trade and manufacturing, and encouraged overseas expedition. That is why Tudor absolutism was supported by practically the whole nation. From 1509 to 1547, the church was subjected to the state power as a result of the king's quarrel with the Pope over divorcing his first wife. The English Reformation, the 1530s. This act removed the last power of the feudal period that hampered the development of parliamentary government. Though Henry was acknowledged head of the Church of England, he remained Catholic. Protestantism penetrated into England after his death. Mary Tudor from 1553 to 1558 unsuccessfully tried to re-Catholic the country, but the religious struggles were ended under Elizabeth I from 1558 to 1603, the Elizabethan settlement. The English Church became the official church of England, and its doctrine was clearly formulated. In 1588, England defeated its greatest rival, Spain, and a huge fleet called the Armada was crushed by the English Navy and the adverse weather. This meant the end of Spanish maritime supremacy. Wales was fully incorporated into England in 1535. Ireland was, however, treated like a colony. Revolts against English attempt to impose Protestantism on Ireland were crushed and followed by clearance and plantation. For example, driving Irish people away from their land and resettling it with Englishmen.